Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring this new Dior cushion powder, as well as a bit of a Shop My Stash. If you'd like to see that, please keep watching. This came in from Selfridges, about a week ago. I haven't opened it yet though, so let's go ahead and open it. The Dior cushion powder in light. I have to say I love this packaging though. It is really pretty. And you have a puff in there and a nice mirror. And you have that cushion type packaging. And then it comes sealed like this, so we're going to have to open that. We just touched it there, but you can see it's got like a mesh kind of cover, and then it is pliable. So there's the shade. Let's go ahead and swatch it and see. I like that brightness to it, but I'll have to see what it looks like on. But so far, I think it looks good. Let's go ahead and put a look together. And we'll go ahead and slow down because we are talking about every item here in a Shop My Stash. So let's go in with the Air Flash Radiance Mist. Let's try it with the brush today. And this is the one with a bit of color to it. I probably should try the other one, but I'm not convinced yet. But it's in 002. Let's go ahead and just apply. My skin is really dehydrated these days, I think because of the heater. So I did put a little bit of the Rose de May oil on already, but a little bit more will help. So this is 002. In terms of application, this is much better in terms of not getting it everywhere. Let's go in with foundation with the Air Flash. These I just mix. So those two shades right there. That's more for the middle of my face. I have 3W and 3WP. So I'm gonna take 3W by itself right here, and I'm going to blend that in with the rest. I know I've had questions about this brush before, and I do love it. That's why I end up using it in every video. One of you asked me, do I love it that much? And I do. It makes every foundation that much better. I think because of the curved nature of this brush, as well as how tightly packed the bristles are there, and the foundation doesn't really get stuck in there. So most of the foundation ends up on your face versus in the brush. And I think that also is a cost savings. I'm going to go in with my concealer. I think I had someone ask me, why do I fast forward so quickly through this? Because I do this almost every time, but if you're new here, then it's probably not something you've seen a lot. That is why I do speed through these parts especially, because it is the same every time. So we've got the Sisley concealer in 4. Then I take the La Prairie, and then I just take that right here in the darkest area, right there, and that's it. So I do use both of these in tandem, and they do not require powder. In fact, they look better without powder. They are worth the money if you don't want to powder and if you want it to look really natural. So that's why I always use these. And the La Prairie is just slightly thinner in consistency than the Sisley. Then I take a little bit of my Clé de Peau concealer in Mocha, and I just put that right here in the corners. And I also spot conceal with this. Same places typically, although that's not showing up as badly anymore. I do like to use this to blend. So I don't even know how to use this powder. Let's see. Longwear High Perfection, allied with skincare. It's created ultra fine and fresh loose powder for long wear. Natural perfection any time of the day. Fresh and silky texture sets as makeup and gives the complexion a subtle velvety glow with no powdery effect. Works in harmony with the skin tone to achieve an even, matte, and naturally vibrant complexion in any situation. Let me go see if there's directions just so I can make sure I use this correctly. I put in cushion powder and it's pulling up beautiful cushions. So one of the reasons I actually wanted to pick this up is because every time I do my Dior makeup, I don't have a powder, and I realized I need to pick up a powder. Okay, so this says, gently shake the box and lightly tap the mesh with a puff to pick up the perfect amount of powder. To keep the formula fresh, ensure the lid is closed after each use. And I'm going to go ahead and just pat it on here. Wow, okay, so this adds a little bit of color, even though it's the shade light. That's interesting. I like the texture of it. I don't know if you can see versus the foundation side. It's very like flat to the skin. It's not powdery at all, but I'm wondering, is that darkness coming through? Let's see. So I like that. I like that you push it in here because it kind of takes care of that job of when I take my puff, and I usually will go like this to get the powder in there. It does that by pushing the powder into the actual puff. I do like the technology of that little mesh part there. But yeah, even the shade light adds color to my face. And do you see? Okay, so first of all, it added color to my face. Second of all, it is emphasizing, I think, that a little bit, isn't it? Because this is no foundation. This is no powder, and this is powdered. Oh, I don't like that. I like the actual finish though. I just don't like that. And I'm surprised it added this much color because it's the shade light, which I don't think it's light. Yeah, you can see the difference there. So maybe this is not the right combination, but let's go ahead and finish off. And I want to see if I can put concealer on top of this because I want to fix this. See, look how much lighter the concealer looks against it. And that's in Mocha. Okay, let's finish off the other side, and I might have to powder with like Hummingbird or something. Yeah, that's too bad because I like the finish. I think it's really nice. There's landscaping right now. So I'm gonna do my brows, and then we'll be back and see how we can adjust this a little. It needs some help. But I will go in with the Dior Show Brow Styler. Well, we'll see which brow gel I use, but I will do my brows with this, so I'll be back. So after the pencil, I did go in with the Dior Show Pump and Brow. I know I have a very neutral subdued look coming up tomorrow, so I thought we'd do something fun. I have all of my palettes open here, just like I showed them at the beginning. And since I'm doing a neutral look, I wanted to do something kind of fun. So I think we're gonna go in with this palette, the Denim palette. I just love these colors so much. I think they're so beautiful. I haven't done anything to fix these areas yet, but we'll work on that. So let's go ahead and take this teal color, this one right here, and go all over the lid. I didn't put primer on, maybe I should have, but let's see how it goes. My eyes are quite normal, like the lids, they're not oily or too dry, so I think that's why I can get away with trying at least no primer on this. Then I thought we could go in with this color with a fluffy brush. So we'll just go back. Okay, that one was a little bit more intense than I thought it would be. I thought it would be lighter. So you see what happened? It's like, you need to be really careful with this one. Let's take Nude Dress here, and we'll take this brownish color, and then let's just make that like a transition-y. I think maybe we're gonna make a mess here. Okay, that's not working. So I have a little bit of the Chanel eye makeup remover. That's why I get these samples, because it's nice to have them here for when I make mistakes like this. Let's take this brown and try and put that in the crease area. This is from Mitza Denim palette. Let's take that champagne color in there. And then let's take a little bit of the Nude Dress here and the brown color. I know this brush is humongous, but the other one now has blue on it. Okay, let's try and get this, again, let's try this, but let's get it more concentrated. I'm using a smaller brush. There we go. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna pat that on the lid. I'm gonna take this navy and I'm going to make that an eyeliner. Okay, let's take this and put that under the eye as well. I'm gonna do mascara, eyeliner, I'll be right back. Added a bit of the Chantecaille mascara, and I tried to just kind of smooth that out a little bit on the end. Okay, I'm not gonna put eyeliner yet on the waterline because that's already a lot, but I am really tempted to put in the teal. So we may do that in a bit, but I also realized I don't have a bronzer by Dior. So that is something I will need to pick up at some point. So let me know if you have any suggestions for a Dior bronzer. So let's just go in with a Sizzly bronzer. This was my favorite of 2020. Has a bit of a sheen to it. I feel like since the eye is so strong, I wanted to go lighter with a cheek color. So I thought we could go in with something a little bit lighter and then go in with the Dior blush that I have, which I also don't have many Dior blushes. So let me know any Dior blushes that you love. Let's go in with, I have my Chanel blushes right here. Let's go in with the Jersey first. Jersey looks really, really light, but it does show up on me. Yeah, it's really pretty. Let's see if I can do any color correcting here. We'll go in with the Dior blush that I have. I can't believe this is the only one I have, but it's the one in Coral 004. I'm just gonna make that a pop of color. And then let's do a lip. Let's do a combination because I like that this is very much my skin tone, but I also want to brighten it up a little. So let's go in with this first just to even out my lip color. It's a little cool though. Then let's go in with Pink Sakura. This one was the spring one that was light for me, 241. It's a Rouge Dior. It's a little bit sheer, but I think it'll be okay on top of this. Okay, and then let's get a little bit more of that. I have this, but I think it's too brownish. Let's see. I'll just put everything on. I probably should have started with this first. I forgot I had it. This, by the way, is 004 Diorific in Glory. Okay, actually, that's okay. We're gonna go in with this one in the mirrored 629. Let's put that eyeliner in it just because I love the color. Okay, oh, I forgot to fix the front of my face. Hummingbird powder, Chantecaille. Now let's go in with that teal because I really want to see what that looks like in the waterline. One more thing I want to do is just add a little bit of brightness to the inner corner. So I have the 643 Pure Petals, and I'm going to take this beautiful gold color and add that to the inner corner. Let's talk about this powder a little bit. I really liked the finish. I think it was really silky. In fact, let me just look at the box again. It says, fresh and silky texture sets makeup and gives the complexion a subtle velvety glow with no powdery effect. I really like the powder itself. I think I need a different shade though. Surprisingly, this was a little bit too much color for me. So again, I have the shade Light. If you're a little bit deeper than me, this might be good for you. Yeah, if you're any lighter than me though, this might be too deep for you. Also, it did bring about the dark spots, so I didn't love that about it. I feel like I could work around that maybe if I really wanted to, but it's gonna take a little bit of experimentation with other products that I have to get that to really do a nice job. But very beautiful powder. It's a very non-powdery powder. I really like it. So we'll see how it holds up, especially in the center here where I have more oily skin. And it was fun to play with all of my Dior palettes that I have, but I do realize I'm missing some key elements here like bronzer, blush, maybe some more lipsticks, and then highlighter. Also Dior eyeliners, I don't really have those. So I'd love to know what you love from Dior, how I can fill in the gaps there. I really appreciate your recommendations. But that was kind of a fun video to do, something a little bit different. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.